My name is 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒏 and this is my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope you enjoy, and if you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and turn on your post notification bell so you can be notified the next time I post a new video. If you haven't seen last week's video, go check it out. I finally hit 3K. Thank you so much if you are subscribed, and I am doing a giveaway, so don't forget to check that video out after you watch this one. So let's just dive right in. I've been lashing for about 5 years on and off, and I have gone through lots of different phases of which products are my favorite and which products I always have in stock. So I wanted to show you guys everything about the tapes I have here in the studio and what I use them for. So first of all, let's start off with the most important tape, is the gel pads and the tape you use on top of the gel pads. So if you are lashing, don't be cheap and just use tape. Definitely invest in some gel pads. I'll have my favorite ones linked down below, but I have these that I use that are from Amazon. They're really inexpensive, and I really love these for full sets because I can actually mark my map on them. But I also have in the studio that I carry is these Asymmetrical by 𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒉, and these I use, they're a little bit thinner. I like having both of those in stock. So when you are doing a full set of fill, whatever lash extensions, you want to apply these gel pads under the eye to cover the bottom lashes, and when your client has their eyes closed, you're focusing on the top lashes. So these gel pads are really inexpensive, and they are a little bit see-through. So with really blonde lashes, sometimes I've tried so many gel pads in the market, and these are just really affordable and my favorite because I use the 𝒂𝒐𝒏𝒂𝒏 tape. So I have 3 different tapes in here, but the only one I use for taping down the bottom lashes is the 𝒂𝒐𝒏𝒂𝒏 tape. So it looks like this. It's super white, and even the blondest lashes are visible on this tape. It's super sensitive on the skin, and I just love it. So the industry favorite is the micro pore tape. When I started lashing, and everywhere I've lashed before, I've always used microfoam tape. And I got this one, I'm not sure where, I think LashCon. So I got a lot of tapes from LashCon, and then the 𝒂𝒐𝒏𝒂𝒏 tapes are the ones that I purchased. So the micro pore tape you can actually buy on the 𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒉 website. This one is $2.50 on the 𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒉 website. And the reason why I don't really like to use this tape to cover the bottom lashes is because it's kind of like rough. When I brush through my client's lashes, it kind of gets stuck on there. It's not a big tug, but it just doesn't feel as comfortable as when this is on the bottom lashes and I brush through it. It's super smooth. So this is the tape, like I said, that I use. I have it here in my handy dandy tape dispenser. I'll have everything that I'm mentioning in the description box down below, so I'll have all the links for you guys where you can purchase them and everything. So I have it here, and this tape, you can actually just have it like a roll. I'll see people like just rip it from here because it has these like little dots where you can just rip it, and it actually rips super straight. As you can see, it rips really straight, so you can have it like that. I just have it in a tape dispenser because it's just better for me. So what I also use this tape for is not only to cover the bottom lashes, but to tape up. So I go in and cut it in half with some scissors because ripping it like this, sometimes it does go a little bit sideways. So then what I do is I'll go in, and the client's eyes are closed, and pull back, and you can expose the bottom layer. You can also tape it to the skin on the top and kind of tug to get the inner corners. You can go like this, and even it being on top of the eyebrow hair, when you pull off, you don't have to be, of course, be careful, but if you pull it off, it doesn't yank any of their eyebrow hair off. I've even had really elderly guest. If you guys do lash extensions on a little bit of a more mature clientele, their eyebrow hair is so fine. And when I used to work at this studio, like this salon or something like that, out in Las Vegas, they only used microfoam tape, and I would have to be like so careful little by little, because if not, their eyebrow hair would be stuck to the tape, and with this one it doesn't. So I'll also have it like this and on the skin and pull it so it can like expose the layers of the lashes. That's for like people that have a little bit of a saggy lid, like my lid is kind of like that. So like I said, Nichiban tape is my favorite for all things lash extensions. Moving along, the second tapes that I love to carry here in the studio are these Scotch clear mounting squares. If you have seen my studio room tour, I'll have it linked up here. You know that I have like my licenses, like my cosmetology license, my business tax license on my gallery wall, and I have these that are called like floating frames. Instead of buying like the really expensive ones, I made my own with like, what is that called? That's like, I don't know, it's called Velcro. It's called Velcro. So to actually stick the paper on the wall, I used one of these little Scotch squares. They are double-sided. They're just like little gummies. So I peel it, stick it to the back of the paper, peel the other side because it's like double-sided. You get what I mean. And then put them on my wall. I have two other ways I use this. Another way is on my lash palette. So this is the palette I use. It came in this little box by Mayrocky Lashes. They are no longer a brand, but they just, I have a lot of little palettes here, and I need to fill these back up. So as you can see back here, these I actually have Orby bubbles on this one, but the palette is very thin and kind of lightweight. So when I would try to do like a fan, because I personally use the Lonely Fan method, it would kind of wiggle. So I place like Orby bubbles or those little Scotch tape squares on the back of my little palette, and it doesn't move at all from the recliner. And like I said, once it starts getting a little bit flimsy and like not sticking as well, it's easy to remove it and apply another one. And then the third way I use them is if you want to do what is it called, the Orby bubble method of the fans, you can actually cut these in half. I cut it before I peel them, so you can just go ahead and cut it and make the square, instead of it being a square, like a little rectangle. So let's cut this. And if you guys use the fanning method where you just place a fan, you can place this literally anywhere and then just peel it off. You can fan off of them, and it's really easy to get very symmetrical fans when you use this method. So you'll just grab your bundle, you'll place it, and the base stays stuck together, so you can like shimmy the fan and it just stay perfect. Because if you're not very comfortable with doing the pinching, the rolling on the fan, or the like fan and grab, this is a really good method to try to practice volume fans. So that's how I use these three methods I use for these Scotch tape squares. They are a necessity here in the studio. So the third tape I have here in the studio is this foam tape. So now realizing it, all the tapes I have multi-purpose uses. So the first way could be to store your pro-made fans. This is an empty lash container, and I just put foam tape, and your lashes don't move. In the beginning they do because of the plastic, so it is a little bit staticky, and when you try to place it down, your lashes are like moving all over the place. But just put tape on here, leave it to kind of like acclimate. I don't know, if you're a scientist, let me know why it's like super staticky and then it's not once the tape is in there for a while. But after a while, they don't move. So that's one way you can use this micro foam tape. Okay, so another way you can use it is to cut it in half. Some people also use this as gel pads. I personally don't. Some people love to use it as gel pads, and what they do is they'll saran wrap, they'll place the tape on it and then cut it into an eye shape, or just have it cut like how I cut it first, like this, and then you can see your client's eye and determine what kind of shape it needs, and you'll just cut it, peel off the saran wrap, and use it as gel pads. But I don't use it like that. What I use it for is I'll cut it in half like this, and I only have one client. Her eyes are really big and they do not close, so when she's laying down there's a lot exposed, and I'll grab my mirror and look, and yeah, her eyes are exposed, and you don't want your client's eyes open. So for that I use this tape. My nephew has the same issue. He has beautiful big eyes, and sometimes when I'm going to the restroom at night and I look in the room, he's asleep but his eyes are like open. It just happens to those who have beautiful brown eyes, beautiful big eyes. So what you want to do is you'll cut it like this, and you can place it right here, and the weight of this this foam tape holds those lids down. You kind of want to push it down a little bit and tape it, and the pressure, the weight, it just closes the eyes, and it's so easy to work around it. I know back in the day people used to put like coins, and that's so unsanitary. Even if you have it like in Barbicide, that's just weird. You're trying to upgrade your services. You don't want to put a penny on someone's eye. That's kind of not cute and not sanitary. So you can use this foam tape to do that, and I'm telling you, the weight of it just holds their eyes down perfectly. If your client is kind of nervous or something like that, they're anxious, they just can't, their eyes can't stay still, this helps so much. I recently added a new tape to the family, and her name is Double-Sided Tape. I love her. I'm going to be repurchasing her. So what I use her for is, if you've seen my last week's video, I did an unboxing of the Lash palette. This is by Chanel, so it is huge. What she actually created it for was, so if you purchase these are pro-made lashes, you can actually peel this strip off and it fits perfectly in here. But what I did was I got this tape and cut it in half so it's thinner, and placed it here, and now I'm going to be able to store my pro-mades here. So I'm going to make some pro-made fans and store them on this palette like that. It's super easy to just remove the lashes, but it's sticky enough for them to hold. As you can see, intact. You place it down, you lift it up, and it's really easy. It is pretty tacky, so like even if you just barely put it on, it sticks, but it is not like crazy tacky that if you pull it, your fan just stays there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? I also wanted to show you guys some other type of tape. I do have it in my collection, so I personally don't use these as much, but I wanted to mention them because I do have them in my collection, and maybe some of you out there lash on a jade stone and you guys wait until the end of the day to like scrape off the adhesive that has crystallized and dried on there. But you can purchase these on the 𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒂𝒏 website. So it's like a little plastic film. It comes with this little yellow peely thing. You peel it off, and then you apply this little plastic thing on your jade stone, and then the little dome of your adhesive stays here nice and fresh. Sometimes I use it when I am doing pro-mades. I personally use a tiny little jade stone like this with the micro pour tape on there. But this is a really good idea if you guys, like I said, use the jade stone a lot. You guys just peel it off and toss it away and get a new one for a new fresh drop. And like I said, I'll have these linked down below for you. I'm really interested in seeing how many of you guys already use these tapes, and if you guys don't, are you guys interested in trying these out? Because these are my go-to tapes and I use them for, as you can see, everything. Don't forget that I am doing a 3K giveaway. All you have to do is comment down below and go comment on this picture, and that's all you have to do to enter. You don't have to share it on your stories, anything like that. those two things are how you're entered into the giveaway. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to share it with a friend. Let's share the lash love. If you guys enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down so I could know. Subscribe down below and turn on your post notification bell so you can be notified the next time I post a new video. And until then, bye my loves. You can also subscribe really quick by just clicking my little face right here. And don't forget to watch 2 other of my videos before you go. I love you. Bye.